First now to New Zealand, where a powerful aftershock has rocked Christchurch, a city still recovering from the quake disaster in February. The 5.5 magnitude tremor sent residents rushing outside. It damaged some buildings, and there are reports of rock falls and people possibly being injured. Let's go now to New Zealand correspondent Dominic Schwartz in Christchurch. Dominic, where were you at the time of the quake?
Well, I was actually covering the coroner's inquest into the deaths of people killed in the February the 22nd quake. That was being held at the Riccarton Racecourse. So as you can imagine, it was highly traumatic for the families there. There they were listening to the cause of the death of their loved ones in the February 22nd quake, and then we'd actually just broken for lunch, so people were milling around, and there was a tremendous rattling and shaking, and for a moment there it looked like it was going to tail off, and then it started again. There was a loud crack just above me, the floor above, and some plaster came down, and at that point most people who could made a dash for outside. So it was a pretty shocking thing for the families who were trying obviously to deal with the effects of that dreadful quake in February.
Of course, we're pleased that you appear to be safe, but what do you know about the damage?
Well, there are reports that some people have been injured. These are unconfirmed reports at this stage. The quake happened around about an hour ago or so. Phones went down for a while, and I understand that power is out to some areas of the city. The Mayor, Bob Parker, has said that they're checking to try and see whether people were injured within the city, but there are reports that some buildings suffered further damage. And we are hearing that there may be up to 7 people trapped in a building in the suburb of Linwood, which is not too far outside of the central business district. And there have also been reports that a couple of people were rescued from a church within the CBD.
Of course, unfortunately, Christchurch is well used to these kind of disasters. How do authorities appear to be handling it so far?
Well, look, as they've handled everything so far, as soon as something happens like this, they're out and they're onto it. Fire service crews have been called out to 38 different incidents since that quake. There are reports of some fires and other problems. And I suppose the one thing you can say about Christchurch is that nobody likes it, but now they're very good at responding to these things. They've had so many aftershocks down here. So they've all swung into action, and as I said, we're just waiting now to find out a little bit more about what's happening. And some of the shopping malls have been shut. We're just driving past the Westfield Mall in Riccarton, which is just west of the CBD, and the footpaths are crammed with people who've been evacuated from the shopping mall, so everyone's on edge here.
A fast-moving situation in Christchurch. Dominic Schwartz, thank you.
Thanks.